Welcome everyone. It's time for more colonyship, where last time we sort of dealt with the remaining bits and pieces of the pit, that is to say the things that aren't found in other locations, and up to the point where we can help out Jonas with the attack on the regulators. But the game was very kind to me and said that maybe you ought to explore the other areas, come back a bit stronger. Now, I don't know if that is just a general message, or if it's related to my current power. I would assume it is a general message, but I'm gonna take it to heart, because we have, if we go into the map screen, and we look at this, we see that we have, I don't know where pit is on this map, but we have the armory in the middle, hydroponics over here, green it says. This might also be hydroponics, but blue, I don't know. And then we have mission control at the back. So presumably at least those three should be good to investigate. And we do have we have hydroponics, we have armory, we have, I believe, mission control. So you basically have stuff from the pit that goes into all three other areas. So yeah, that's basically where we are right now. So indeed, we're more or less done in here. I've checked the shops, I've done what I want to do. The thing I could do is, if we go into not into that, if we go into here, I have 2 implants. We can give our friends implants too. He can have 3, he can have 4. He has some armor apparently. Ooh, subdermal armor. Lovely. And Faith can have 2. She has a neural uplink, same as I have. So I could give them more, but at this point I'm just gonna say that's fine. So that's where we are, and that is where we begin. So what I wanted to start doing before we do anything else is I want to go here, because there's an elevator here, and I have no idea where that goes, so I want to check it out before we do anything. Is this going to just throw us into a fast travel thingamajig? No, it is not. Ooh, new area. Ooh, lovely. Okay, what do we have here? We have a gate that's open. Okay, so this is like a... we went up. I see, we went up. Oh, look at that. That's kind of cool. Right, we can sort of see everything at the bottom. That is a gate we can't do anything with. We have... Hello? Hello? I don't see any people in here. Lock picked open, okay. Any traps? Also, yeah, maybe I didn't mention... Was that in the last episode? I think it was in the last episode. Faith has joined us. Lovely. So I am full. I have a full party now. She's a bit similar to me, which is not good. But I can make her do fighting, which is what she's gonna have to be able to do. So traps? Is traps a thing in this game? No idea. None of that seems to be anything. Ooh, electronics to fix the control panel. I can do that. Fix the control panel. Good as new. And then we lockpick this. Fix the lockpick thingamajig. I get another electronics module from that. Okay, loot everything. Cool. And then this thing. Another one. So there were 2 in the unlocked one and 1 in the locked one. Well, alright then. Fair enough. So, okay, let's move on here. Hello, leave area. That feels more like a travel point. Yes, even has the same icon as the map thing. So what happens if we click here then? Is this where we get to the map screen? Yes. There we go for the map screen. Cool. Now, I said hydroponics kind of maybe sounds like the easy place. It also rather looks really, really cool with like a hydroponic tower, etc., etc. So I said I wanted to check this out, so we will. Now, once tasked with adapting terrain plants and grasses to the alien environment of Proxima Centauri. Is it Centauri or Centauri? I think it's Centauri. Hydroponics was abandoned during the mutiny. Quickly overwhelmed by out-of-control mutant vegetation, it most closely resembles a deep jungle than a research complex. In addition to the abnormal plants, oversized pest control species, bioengineered to safeguard the colony's farmlands, are also on hand to punish the careless. Ooh, we're gonna get the rad roaches, but not like rad, like mute roaches or something. Okay, it sounds less interesting now, but I'm sure it'll be fine. Now we have arrived, we get into a thing. The hydroponic division was originally conceived to adapt current plants to the anticipated environment of Proxima Centauri. Extensive gene editing was employed to develop resistance to alien fungi and pests, and accelerated adaptation hacked into the plant's genetic code. Like many other critical systems, hydroponics was abandoned during the mutiny. The carefully cultivated flora and fauna was left on its own in harsh environments, designed to propagate rapid and brutal evolutionary cycles. When men returned to reclaim hydroponics, they discovered an environment as wild and hostile as any Earth jungle. Cool. So, I mean, that is a little bit related to what I have been talking about on one or two occasions, I think, which is that, yeah, this ship, albeit under some societal pressure, still has a mission. And that mission involves settling on a new planet. Like, I understand that some of the people who are alive right now might not think that that is relevant, but being able to have plans on that planet will be probably quite good, and it will be quite good on this ship as well. So, also I can't help but notice that is a funky looking little, I'll say train, but you know what I mean. Transportation thing going along this track over here, and we are again in a very large area. We're gonna get to it. Now if we click here, we're gonna start filling this in. So the pit, we can know where the pit is. The pit is down there. So we have armory, we are basically over here. So we don't know what that is, we don't know what that is. This gonna be the case then? That these 6 things are areas, and then we have presumably either 1 or 2 areas up here. Maybe that is also an area. That might be it, eventually. But we are obviously, or I say obviously, most likely now we're gonna start unlocking things here. Nothing that I'm interested in. Look at this. Oh, it's so cool. Oh, look at this. Oh, I like this. I like this a lot. Oh, look at that. That's also cool. Okay, walkway to examine. At some point, I would assume we can't get over there. No. Yeah, this is a cool place. A really cool place. And I'm just gonna be chilling a little bit. Okay, we have people here. Carlos is here, and we have a guard. Hello, guard. What's up? The F you're looking at? Well, chill out. Okay, so this is where we get down. We have a trader and Carlos. Okay, hello, Carlos. So, a bald man wearing a gas mask gestures you to approach. Where you can see it, his skin is pockmarked and slack from prolonged exposure to antifungal chemicals. You're guessing the environment isn't great for hair either. Welcome to Camp Reed, he says. Remove the gas mask with a sigh of relief. I'm Carlos Manet. Some boons have been to pick up his LJ. What do you mean Camp Reed? As in Simon Reed, the man who led the first expedition. When we finally hacked our way into this tower, he dubbed it Camp Reed. We all thought it was the first step toward reclaiming hydroponics entire, yet here we are 3 years later and we've moved no further. Now, have we gotten the dates for the mutiny? Like, compared to where we are now, how long ago was the mutiny? Because we're talking like expeditions and 3 years since the first expedition and everything. It's like it would take, even though it said fast like evolutionary cycles, can't be that fast, can it? Maybe? Not 100% sure. Alright then, so what was holding you back? Yeah, why haven't you moved further? Plants were sacred to the founding fathers. They represented our connection to Mother Earth. Okay, fair enough. I mean, I was about to say Mother Earth. The religious people care about Mother Earth? I don't know. Our sustenance and our future. Picture rippling fields of wheat, rye, and barley to the right, and mighty oaks and cedars. Children eating apples right from the tree. That was the vision for Proxima. But they didn't anticipate how many seedlings would fail in the ship's simulated environments, and unless they found a way to make good of those losses, it would be catastrophic. I can interject. Or, what about the native plants in Proxima? No, let's just go with catastrophic. Any odds? Alien fauna and poor soil were deemed the biggest threats, so they matched the most important plant species with customized symbiont fungi. The latter were meant to act as pest killers. Unfortunately, the fungus did its job a little too well. Where are the pests now? Okay, lovely. So what about the plants on Proxima then? Have you seen any? Neither have I. Maybe they have their own apples and oranges, but not that I've seen one of those either. What's much more likely is they'll contain organic compounds we can't digest. Then what? Is it much more likely? I don't know. So okay, well, what about Reed? So he died 3 days after staking his claim, along with the rest of the expedition. Reed has brought some fancy poison that should have killed any kind of fungal threat instantly, and it almost worked. I guess you could call that Reed's epitaph. The thing played dead for 3 days, metaphorically licking its wounds and literally evolving its cellular composition, and then it struck back. Okay, so the super fungus, where did that come from? Right, same place as our ancestors. It was one of the original passengers. Fungi are very versatile and have all kinds of useful and dangerous properties. The plan was to wipe out whatever local fungi we found on Proxima and replace it with our own earthborn varieties to supply our crops with nutrients and protect them from disease, the environment, etc. We ran the earth fungal cultures through hundreds of mutation cycles to make sure it would survive in alien soil. There were safeguards, but those required active cultivation by our botanists to work, and the mutiny threw all that right out of the window. Yeah, see what I mean? See what I mean? That was not smart. And now the fungus is doing what it was designed to do: kill any creature that threatens the plants and decompose the resulting organic matter into nutrients. Lovely. I wonder how many people have become nutrients. So, okay, what's the plan then? Well, we can't defeat the fungus. It adapts to anything we throw at it, and every time it mutates to counter our efforts, we need to change our protective equipment and protocols, which takes time and costs lives. The other 2 zones are lost, but we're doing our best to hang on to this one. Our newest chemical agents don't attack the fungus directly, but prevent it from spreading here. Stopping it without a direct challenge has been our best strategy so far. Okay, well, why hasn't it spread beyond hydroponics then? Well, there are built-in safeguards, different for each zone. The highest concentration of the fungus is in the red zone. You won't last 10 seconds there. The yellow zone is a bit more hospitable, but if you have the right gear. This is the green zone, as friendly as it gets. Okay, well, how about a way to kill the fungus then? There is, in the red zone. Well, of course it is. Alright then, well, Boone wants some algae. Do you have it? So there's nothing in stock right now. The bioreactor is down again, so I can't do anything for you until we get it up and running. Of course, if you're willing to lend a hand, well, of course. So what's a bioreactor? It's a more efficient way to produce algae, open systems, and it points to the algae covered pools. Are easy to work with. The photosynthetic zone is... wait. Open systems are easy to work with, but the photosynthetic zone is limited to 2 inches of the surface. A bioreactor doesn't have such limits, but keeping it operational is getting harder and harder. Well, what can I do to help? We need more parts. Everything in the vicinity has been stripped bare except it looks meaningful at the ruins of Alpha Tower. Once the hydroponics tower is all stretched from floor to ceiling, while the lower section of Alpha Tower was destroyed during the mutiny, the upper half still clings stubbornly to the ceiling like a big metal stalactite. An ancient and not especially trustworthy looking walkway connects the stub to a nearby tower, so that's the one we saw before, presumably. I'll give it a shot, but don't hold your breath. Do you have any work that doesn't require acrobatics? Well, we do have a dispute with a fellow named Morgan. He says reluctantly. We hired him and his crew to clear one of the towers from wildlife, but now they're refusing to hand it over. Okay, and I assume all options are on the table. Well, we prefer the situation were resolved amicably, but one way or another we need to reclaim the tower. Right, and we have Faith with us, who apparently knows Morgan. You work with my father, and her face hardens as she speaks the words. I want your word he will not be harmed. Okay, well, what's up with that? I know you tend to avoid violence, but I still need to hear it. Morgan is family to me. Oh, I like how she says that I tend to avoid violence. Is that just because my reputation for violence is really low? Probably. Okay, well, I can't promise you that, though. Oh! Oh, crap! Well, Faith's gone. Well, that's too sad. Also not so sad, because as I said, she was a little bit too alike me. Wow, okay, well, I learned something. I learned that your companions can literally just walk out of the room immediately, and you can't do anything about it, because, I mean, she's gone. She's not even here anymore. Did I also miss the guards outside? I think I missed the guard outside. Can't even talk to those, though, so that's fine. But yeah. But that's very interesting, and I can steal stuff. Okay. Meds. Stem ammo, but let's not do that. Hello, trader. Do you have anything fun? So we don't get many visitors since the man looking at you with interest, thinking of joining. Okay, well, that's a nice mask you have. Okay, that's for Master Trader too. Alright. Kind of want to get that, I think, at some point. So scavenger goggles, you have general stuff. That is a hazmat respirator, toxic resistance. I mean, that feels like something we maybe should be getting. But what I am gonna get is a lot of... okay, you know what? Maybe don't do that right now. Welding stuff, sneak penalty, etc., etc. No. That's all fine. Let's get down to floor level. I say, not floor level in the slightest. We are literally going down the tower, are we? Maybe I can find a new faith? Would be nice. Okay, we can steal from someone here. Ooh, 4 is a bit much. Or even... Ooh, sneak inside there, apparently. But I am pretty good at the old sneaking. I've slipped inside undetected. On this occasion, we didn't even get to choose. Oh, we're making too much noise, huh? Okay, well, get out then. Ah, damn it. Ash. Okay, well, we can steal from you, but that's a bit difficult. There are people here. Like, I'm not confident enough about my stealing capabilities, so... Yeah, okay, so we now go here, because that was just a tiny little bit, presumably. Right, here we go. So, storage, cultivation, lab, living quarters. Okay, let's start with storage. We have some people. Gideon! Hello. So, do you have the module? Oh, you want the module then. Okay, you're working on it. Are you? Well, it ain't here. Chill out, dude. Can go through here. Okay, so we are... Oh, right. I thought about that incorrectly. Obviously, 1 is the bottom. We want the 3rd floor, which is where we were. Okay, fair enough. 2nd floor, cultivation lab. Ooh. Oh, look at that. That's so cool. That is very swish. Right then, we have Mariam. Hello, Mariam. Might you need help with something? So, the woman expects to test you with green algae and frowns, make a quick note in her datapad, so I can ask if there are any problems. The toxicity is well within acceptable parameters, but we keep an eye on it just in case. Can't be too careful with the AA strains, or double A strains. She gives a quick smile as if to reassure you that everything is under control. Okay, what do you mean by double A strains? Accelerated adaptation. In plain language, it means that new traits develop almost instantly. Weeks for unicellular organisms like green algae, years for more complex organisms, decades for humans, evolution on steroids. Ah, maybe the mutants then. They couldn't have mutated so quickly without help. Radiation was the catalyst, not the cause. So, a bit of playing God, huh? We don't know what awaits us at the end of our journey. We know that Proxima is mostly arid, but that doesn't tell us much. Some arid lands on old Earth are arable, others are long dead. Also, you're very, very shady. I like it. Or, you know, being approached by a complete stranger. We'll have to fight a war for survival, a war for our food supplies, and we'll need the right weapons to win it. What if the soil is too acidic? The soil's nutrient content is too low. Contaminated water, invasive pests. We can't waste precious time trying to solve these problems while our crops are dying, and when we can do it in simulated scenarios during the voyage. Very smart. So you have apparently a bunch of frogs. Do you? I'm gonna have to look for the frogs. So frogs are a keystone species, explains the woman, and they excel at pest control. That's why they were chosen for the program along with the others. So not mute roaches, mute frogs apparently. But we're gonna find giant frogs. Interesting. Of course, evolution doesn't work on demand, so many experiments have failed one way or another. But all we needed was a few champions to secure a foothold in Proxima's ecosystem, and now we have them. But we're not at Proxima yet, so if they won't eat us before we get there, I can say, oh, you seem to be handling computers, anything you can teach me. Right, yes. What if they just eat us before we get there? Fortunately, they aren't hunters. A crop guardian won't be of much use if it tends to wander out to look for prey elsewhere. That's smart. So yes, can you teach me about computers maybe? So when I can use a break, I can definitely use some money. 20 credits per lesson. You know what? I'm okay with that. I'm pretty good with computers after all. So that was you. Where are those frogs? There's a lower level too that we are not privy to. We are not seeing any frogs immediately. Alright then, fine. That seems to be it. Let's go to storage and move out. I'm a little bit worried to some degree. Okay, Evans. I've never seen anything like this. Staring at the greenery around him, even the air tastes different. Okay, well, how about when we get to Proxima? That'll be way different. And then Jet goes, as far as I can see, none of that industrial shit ever again. And I can say, I wonder how the locals would feel about that. No Terran would be too happy about alien plants springing all over Earth, or I can nod, an agrarian world, pure and simple. This time, will not lose our way. Well, that's optimistic. We won't get far without a strong industrial base. I mean, I'll go for that. Again, bit invasive in thinking, but yeah, the whole industrial base, I mean, that's basically the cause of capitalism, so let's avoid that if we can. If only it were that simple. Yes, if only it were that simple. True. Right then. Now, it would be nice with like a small minimap to show you sort of where you can and cannot go, because like, can I go here? No, of course I can't, but like, it would be nice to know. You know what I mean? But we are gonna go bottom and then try to sort of loop around if we can. Okay. Well, we can come down here. Have we actually stripped all of these things? I mean, there's a lot of stuff in here. We potentially could do something with. Okay, so we have our first tower, Delta Tower, apparently. And we can get in here. Hello. Private property, says the guard, raising his hand. No trespassing when Carlos has sent me. Step right in. She's been waiting for you. Lovely, that was easy. Hello, this is Morgan, a stocky man with a weathered face. Oh, there's a toad. Oh, the toads are horrible. You have spikes on your back or teeth? Is that? Do you have a back mouth? Or are those just what you would call it? It makes a noise too. Are those like extended bones or something? I don't know. So, Morgan, a stocky man with a weathered face and shrewd eyes, is feeding 2 bullfrogs, thrown in chunks of odd-looking meat with delight. The big boy's name is Honk, says Morgan, acknowledging your presence and throwing one of the frogs another chunk of meat. The frog's tongue darts out, catching the treat in mid-air. This here is Tonk. So Honk and Tonk. He nods at the other frog. I didn't actually see it. It's right behind me. He's a mean bastard and would take your hand off in a heartbeat if you aren't careful. So I didn't know the frogs could be tamed. You've done a good job there. Should you ever try taming them? Inquires Morgan, raising an eyebrow. Well, not really. So Carlos wants you gone. That's the thing. Of course he does, smiles Morgan. The problem is, we don't want to leave. I think that's what they call irreconcilable differences. Alright then, well, how do we reconcile them? Did I say buddy there? Sure is, nods Morgan. Carlos and I go partners, 50-50. Will provide, whatchamacallit, operational security. I mean, he won't go for it, you know that. Let's give him time, says Morgan, waving away your concerns. I'm sure it'll be more reasonable after the frogs eat a farmhand or 2. Okay, well, I can't say last chance to leave, but let's not do that right now. Alright. since we are in the area, we literally can't go anywhere else, I don't think. No, we can't go there. Let's just head back to Carlos real quick. As I said, we are after all in the area. So let's move on to him. He will be on the living quarters and up one. And Carlos, well, we chatted with Morgan. Oh, yeah, what? So how do I solve this? Okay. So my thingamajig. Hold on, what do I have now? Eviction notice. So scavengers claim one of the opponent's towers as their own. This will not do. Okay, but am I gonna have to kill them? Also, wait, no, again. Hold on, I didn't see this. Can I do... No, this is not the one that we could do something with. Alright, so this was not interesting. Alright then, well... Fine. I suppose we'll have to fight then? Is that literally all we have to do? Okay. We shall see. I'll get back down to him, because if Carlos doesn't want to chat, if he thinks that, well, that's about it, well, I can't do much, can I? I think that's basically the only option then. Right, Carlos and me, go away. Right, it's basically just attack and leave. Alright, so we are gonna fight him. Because it doesn't feel like you are, or rather that you have this area's best interest at heart anyway. So there we go. That sucks. Okay, so I have a grenade. If I click on a grenade on your belt slot to select it, left click to throw, right click to switch back to your default weapon. Place the cursor on stimulant in your belt slot, click to use. Region stims have drawbacks when used, super soldier stims have drawbacks when the effect expires. Sure. Ow. Ha. Alright. Well, we're gonna lose this, aren't we? So I'll have to go over to this guy. Why do I not have a better evasion and cover? Okay, fair enough. That's true. Yeah, you'll just have to be here, Evans, you can be sort of over here. We're gonna lose this so much. How much are you gonna do? Okay, you didn't do much damage. But you have crippled jab. And a critical, knocked down. Wow, okay. Well, this is starting well. Okay, you're going for Evans, that's at least a little bit good. You have two attacks, which you... Oh, you're basically dead. Well, you're not, but like half health. And wow, that... Okay, our initiative is not great. I did have an initiative bonus I could have gotten. And since we're probably gonna have to reload this because we're gonna die. Out of... What do you mean out of range? Am I too close? What do you mean out of range? What do you mean out of range? Put the boulder? Okay. Well, I suppose deal with you first. How's it only 50 evasion 47? Oh. Kind of feels like we should not have done this now. Okay, I can do that. I have to reload. Get another shot, but like... Okay. Reaction attack for me. Oh, right, so... yeah, we cannot do this. Not even if we would have had faith, I think we could have done this. Okay, I'm doing a bunch of reaction shots, but I'm missing everything. And crip. Oh, right. Alright, we're gonna have to reload. We do not attack these people. That is... this is not gonna fly in the slightest. Okay, we are back, and since I did not have a save after arriving at hydroponics, I actually kept Faith around. Now, with Faith around, I'm wondering, and I'm gonna drop a save on this occasion because I don't want to have to redo everything again. With her in tow, might we be able to deal with this differently? So Carlos has sent me us to go in and chat a bit. So here we go. Yes, there is a different choice here with Faith around. So, Faith, is that you? But I thought. So let's wait for her to answer. Still alive, Faith says with a thin smile. Which is more than can be said about Foley. That was you, Morgan asks in disbelief. Faith nods. If you need anything, says Morgan, his voice surprisingly soft and gentle. Anything at all. Well, Carlos has sent us and he wants you to leave. Morgan glances at Faith, but finds no support there. That's a big ask, he says after a pause. What if I say no? Alright, so I'm happy that I did this actually, because, you know, I'm really happy that I have 3 people, because all of them will most likely bring something extra. Maybe not Evans, he's a bit of a doofus, but yet in Faith might. So, with a bit of persuasion, I can say Carlos won't pay you. I hope you figured it out by now. You have nothing to gain by staying, but everything to lose. So that is put out my disposition at 11 out of 10. So we can fight, Morgan says stubbornly. We have them critters on our side. Then I can say, fight for what? Your pride? This isn't your home, so if you're looking for a worthy last stand, look elsewhere. Or I can say, cut the crap, Morgan. If your frogs were worth a damn and fight, you wouldn't be sitting here waiting for Carlos to fold. That is actually quite true. Alright, nods Morgan. We'll leave, but you owe me one and some that I'll come to collect. Games party, and my bond with Faith grows stronger. Lovely. Persuasion streetwise, any person goes up too. Which is interesting. Why does impersonate go up? I don't know. So you left everything. Okay. So electronics. Couldn't fix it. Electronics 4. Do I not have that? I'm shy 3 points of 4. Okay, we're gonna have to come back from this, because there is... I don't know if there's anything in here, but there might be something in here. Well, alright then, we'll get back to that, I suppose. Ooh, look at that. Look at that funky looking thing. Okay, well, that is not where we were supposed to go. So electronics 4, remember that. But alright then, you know what, as I've said before, I want as much as possible my choices to stand. And on this occasion, obviously, I didn't allow my choice to stand with Faith. I kept her when I reloaded, but I'm gonna let it slide still, because I did get something good out of it in the end, something interesting. Now, alright. Oh, hello. Go through the foliage. Okay, you know what? Again, we are in the area anyway, so why don't we just go and chat with Carlos and be done with this little thing. Do I get LJ now, or was that just the first bit? We need to get into that thing, yes. So the squatter is left, the tower is yours. We're in your debt, Carlos says, relieved. Here, take this. It gives you an old plasma cartridge. Ooh, it's charge indicator glowing weakly. Enough use for 2 shots, maybe 3 if you're lucky. Interesting. So anything else I can do? Should have helped us clear the way into the habitat? Not much. Okay, what do you mean? So hydroponics is sitting between the pit and the habitat. Ooh, sorry. Sorry about that. Had to cough a bit. You did not need to see that. So, let's get back to this. Hydroponics is sitting between the pit and the habitat. Since only the first zone is habitable, we're locked in here and have no choice but to sell all our algae to the pit. They know it and pays a third of what we can get for it in the habitat. Okay. So why can't you take your algae into the habitat, or can you open up the passage to the habitat? Alright, so yeah, what's stopping you from taking it to the habitat? Well, we have to pay the keepers, and that would reduce the profit to nothing. What do you mean the keepers? Are we having another regulator group then? So don't tell me you've never been to the habitat. Corliss looks at you quizzically, then shrugs and continues. They call themselves Thy Brother's Keepers, made a name for themselves, doing escort runs, and then set up a shop in the factory. So that will be another area, presumably. We have the armory and the factory. You don't have to pay them, but you won't last long on your own. The factory is teeming with raiders, and they're getting bolder by the minute. Even the keepers are struggling to keep them at bay. Okay, well, what about the passage to the habitat then? And obviously the habitat will be one of the areas. So I'm afraid it's impossible. We need to decontaminate the red zone, but without the right gear, we can't even enter it. Okay, so what am I... Well, actually, I was about to say, what am I left with? No, I know potentially what to do. I can potentially clear the thingamajig to continue, maybe. I would assume... Right. Hold on. Hydroponics green. So this entire map is the green zone. Right, so it's not blue, it's red and yellow. So go through the foliage to the other side. We have some frogs. Okay, you spot some frogs up ahead. I can try and sneak, and I will. So, okay. Both of us could do it. Start a stealth run. And this is where we need to be now. We need to avoid them. Are you going to be moving at all? And... it's not going to be good if we fail this, I just want to say. Apparently Faith goes first, and you can go all the way over here, as a matter of fact. Good. Okay, you're noticing a bit. Okay, that's how that works. Gotcha. Yeah, no AP left. Cool. How do I... There we go, yes. I cannot make it all... Oh, we can go here, though. That's fine. Noticing a bit, but not much more than that. Right. So... Okay. Uh-huh. Can I... do this, then? Can I now click this? There we go, lovely. So disturbed by the unseen predators, the frogs quickly disappear into the foliage. Lovely. Oh, so that was sort of what we were doing. I see. Okay, so we were attempting to avoid them, and as soon as we did, they moved away, and we can all now gather again. Lovely. Alright then, good, because I saw something that requires strength, which I do not have a whole lot of. So, we do have computers. Move the greenhouse unit, or push the greenhouse unit. Well, I have computers, so that's fine. Awaken from a station, slumber, the OS retrieves the greenhouse unit for reseeding. Cool. So that allows us to... What did that allow us to do? You can come down here. Okay. Oh, alright. So if we don't do that... We go here. Oh. Okay, but these seem a little bit easier, or say easier, but like... lower level than Morgan's. Okay. I don't feel confident about that. But we can do something with this. Examine this plant here. The poster child of the pest control department does a fine job catching oversized insects and promptly draining them of mineral-rich fluids. Our future farmlands will be safe from the Proximian bugs and rodents. Oh, we're gonna have an oversized beet with tentacles. Lovely. Okay, more stuff over here. Ooh. Go through foliage. We have a creeper. Intriguing. We also have squeeze through an opening. Electronics. Remove air purifier parts. Examine mummified body. Okay, let's start here. Is this going to be a thing that we can all go through? Remove the air purifier, gain some electronics. Is that gonna be enough then? Yes! Electronics 4, good. Now I can go back to Delta Tower. Lovely. We also have a console here, or console. A console. So it's a research terminal, only damaged like everything else around here. Most likely it's long gone, but you never know. And with my lovely electronics of 4, I can fix it. Success, you remove damaged parts that no longer respond like a battlefield surgeon chopping limbs and intestines. What's left isn't pretty and barely functional, but it will live for now. Predictably, the Awakened OS has a bit of a problem with your handiwork. It's stuck in the boot screen. Well, I can give it a push apparently. Because that's what you do, you give it a push. And you're in. Unfortunately, the OS is too corrupted and the drive is too damaged to allow unimpeded access to the research files, but you get a pretty good idea. Genetically modified frogs, dirt cheap and easy to breed, were used as pest control for centuries. Their small size made them vulnerable to predators, so certain adjustments to the genetic architecture were recommended, along with behavioral changes. Going over the attack and evasion patterns gives you an insight that might elevate you into a predator rather than prey. Ooh. Frog Hunter, accuracy plus 12, evasion plus 12, and critical strike plus 6. Is that only for me? And also, we can get unique feats. That's cool. It's only for me, though. I get that, which is... Alright, well, actually, you know what? In some ways, that's good, because obviously I'm the least capable, so for me to get a few bonuses, maybe not terribly bad, I suppose. Alright, then that was kind of cool. Now we have a mummified body. The motor cortex appears to be in good condition, but safely extracting it from the dried up tissue won't be easy. Biotech of 4. Do I have biotech of 4? I have biotech of 3, so don't touch that until I have. But now we know that that is there. Alright then, let's keep moving. We have a greenhouse unit. What do you have for me? Scores of horizontal greenhouse modules cover the walls of the chamber in a colossal honeycomb. The hydroponic lights failed a long time ago, leaving everything to wither and die, but some specimens have adapted to the new environment. A few, disturbingly, have even come to thrive, okay? Let's check them. Perceptions. Do I have perception? Yes, I do have perception. You're about to take a step forward when you spot the telltale signs of a nest deep within the greenhouse module, okay? I can handle it. Mistaking your fleeting interest for an all-out invasion, a startled frog jumps out to defend its home, okay? Right, we get the same... Oh, the frogs look small, but so do pit bulls. Bullfrogs go for the legs, and when they knock you down, they go for the head to finish you off. Good leg armor and helmet will make a difference. Well, we all have helmets, I think. Spitters go for the eyes. An attack that can blind and poison the unprepared. Good goggles and breathers will protect you. Okay, good to know. On this occasion, it's only one guy. So, Chris, move back. And then we have Evans. You can go here. And then Jed can go over here. And Faith can go over here. There we go. It is only one. So, wow! You're crippled and knocked down immediately. Oh, for the love of God. Oh, for the love of God, okay. What do you mean out of range? You can't aim and fire at a point-blank range with this weapon. Okay, snapshots. Oh, right. I can do that. There we go. Snapshot on you. Reload. We do need to get you another weapon, though. Because now you can't do anything. How is snapshot that much? Bloody hell. Right, so these little bastards hurt. They hurt like hell. Why are you so terrible at that? 21? Why do I only have 21? Negative 40 on attack. Why do I have negative 40 to attack? Okay. Burst, focused burst. I mean, that seems better then. Yeah, okay, so it was maybe this thing. Long burst? No, also terrible. Okay, let's do the focused burst. We get some hits. Well, one at least. And then... no AP. Lovely. Now, Jed, you have a shotgun, so you can do some stuff. Do a regular shot. That's 70. Good. Only agrees. Good job. There we go. There's a critical even. Right. Can you do another? No, you cannot. And then I come in. I can shoot from here, but it's blocked. So let's just move over here. I am doing regular shots. Good. 66. That's pretty good. And I am the winner of the day. Lovely. Good, good, good. Bullfrog slipped away to the afterlife. Yes. And turn. Good. Reloading. And also... Oops. Let's level up. I think it's Evans. How many... Yeah, we can heal you to full on this occasion. Good, good. So, yes, you have leveled up. And you are terrible in charisma, so we can't do a thing that I potentially wanted for you, which is to make everyone else better. Each skill levels crit chance 12 initiative, first turn. What could you want? AP penalty equipment, armor handling +8 could be good for you though. Yeah, armored warfare. Being able to handle more armor for you is basically important. You only have 2 tagged skills though, and you're pretty damn terrible in like everything. But let's go for this. I think that that's a fine choice. You have that already, yes. So your armor handling is pretty damn good. You have 34. But you are now at 60, so that's good. Alright then. Lovely. However, holy hell, that was tricky. Can't do much with you now, but we can look at this again, I suppose. 16 shotgun shells, lovely, mint condition as well, perfect. Now, what the hell are you? You're a creeper, you're like some sort of plant. And then over here, we can get into here, and up to there. But alright then. You know what I'm gonna do? I am gonna save. Because if I die, I just don't want to redo things. So let's be a little bit better at quick saving here. Right. You hack your way through foliage until you reach a clearing in front of a heavy door, marking the end of the green zone. Oh, okay. Your rival catches the attention of a large star-shaped mound of mutated flesh. Lovely. Another gift from hydroponics' brightest but misguided minds to their grateful descendants. An avid predator and an opportunistic feeder, the starfish is an excellent addition to any terraforming arsenal. Of course, it's much easier to appreciate its eagerness to devour pests when you're a scientist behind thick glass than when you're a pest. So maybe you should run while you still can. I mean, I just dropped the save. How hard can it be to kill this thing, huh? How hard can it be? Okay, you're doing the tutorial for grenades again. That's fine. How hard can it be? Okay, it obviously begins, because, of course. Chris, you don't have to be there. Faith, you can be here. Jed, you can be... No, there. Jed, you can be here. There we go. 2 HP. And a bit of thing. Oh, okay. You're munching on his face, which is not good apparently. Evans, can you make it out of there? Yes, yes you can. Good. And now you can. Why... Smoke screen. I see. And I only have a disruptor. No, I have a flash bang, but like that doesn't deal much damage, does it? Okay. So this is gonna be problematic then. Well, you can do a regular shot instead. 5%. Okay, this is not gonna go well, is it? Alright. Well, Faith, can you like go here-ish? 5%. You have a gas grenade. Right, so yeah, we do have... can I not... No, I cannot check others. This is all gonna be not going well for us. Okay. Now, I'm sorry about this, Jad, but you're gonna have to go in. You're poisoned, I know. This is wow. Even with that, it's negative 100. You're standing right beside it. Okay, well, this is... Okay. Basic. Alright then, fine game. I gotcha. We're not gonna kill this thing. Right, back outside and ignore you for now. We need to figure something out here. That is to say, you drop a cloud, we need to be able to clear the cloud. Do we have anything to clear the cloud with? As in, well, I don't, but I mean, can I obtain anything to do anything with that? Because that was like the biggest issue, I think, the cloud. Other than that, it should be potentially feasible. All right, let's go through here then. Let's see what happens on the other side here. Nothing immediate. Okay, so let's check over here. Climby. What's this thing? High-tech network of CEA globes control the environment of agriculture. Each globe is designed to act as a contained microbiome, simulating countless combinations of nutrients, acidity or alkalinity in the soil, temperature, and fungi. Plants require fungi in the soil to survive, so developing fungal strains that would flourish under alien conditions was equally important as cultivating hardy plants. Okay. An examine. The plants within are long dead, but one of the compartments in the base of the unit contains an unexpected prize. A shredder shotgun. Okay, is that at all interesting for you? So that is a worn shredder. It does actually have more damage, slightly more AP cost though, but better range. And ammo 6 instead of 2. Reload is also a bit more, but you are good with the AP, I think. Yeah, that's just arguably better. There you go. Lovely. New shotgun. Cool. We can unload that one, and we can reload that one. That's good to think about, by the way. Now, I did actually get cells. You said 2, maybe 3 shots. Now, surely that's not true. Surely it is 1 cell per shot, right? I would assume. So I could get this now. Let's hold off for now. I'm not gonna use it immediately. So climb down. I think this is where we're supposed to be, right? No, this is right. This is the ruined tower. Okay, let's just at least step inside. See what's going on here. Okay. No enemies immediately. I realize that this game is a bit tricky with the combat. I should probably try to not underestimate it too much. So the trader did the trader have any grenades? I mean, I can just go back to the pit and get grenades. We're not locked in here. So, alright, we'll see. What about this guy? You have a pepper box, multi-barrel pistol fashioned from discarded hydraulic cylinder. This weapon calls to mind the Asian pepper box pistol, at least in appearance. With almost 0 muzzle velocity, you'll be wearing most of the blood it spills. Lovely. As well as a smoke grenade. Okay. But by the way, did this one say anything fun? Old 6-barrel shotgun that makes every entrance dramatic. Double pistol grips make for comfortable shooting. Lovely. And let's end by checking the elevator. Oh, we're gonna have to do something here. So the power is out, and so is the elevator. Someone had tried to revive it with a portable generator, but clearly given up. The generator still has some juice left, so the control board is probably dead. It's a long climb to the top, so maybe it's best to check that board first, just to be sure. Okay, let's do that. We can do it with strength. And send Jed up there with a rope. Is this because I have a rope, or is this just a thing that happens? I don't know, but let's check the control board. The control board is missing a bunch of safety modules: remote monitoring, acceleration, load compensation, vibration dampening, and electromagnetic shielding. Anti-EM modules in particular fetch. Oh, right. In particular, fetch a good price, and everything of value here have been stripped. But alright, let's override the safety protocols. That's a success. A few minutes later, you rewire the control boards to bypass every safety feature. Congratulations, it'll be a fast and bumpy ride to the top, but it's better than climbing. And we'll do that later. Now, just a quick thought here, which is about skill checks. If you exceed the number, and it's like green, does that equal a guaranteed success? Because so far it has. And does that mean that, like, for example, when I had strength of 7, I don't have strength 7, I have strength of 4. If I would have tried that, would that have been a potential fail or a potential success? I'm not sure. I mean, it only said strength 7 in yellow, so it doesn't say, like, you can't do this. I don't know, but we fixed the elevator, so we can now get up, and that is what we're going to be doing at the beginning of the next episode. So, okay, I learned a few lessons in this episode, which is that fights, damn difficult. Even that guy did a number on us. Okay, only Evans really, but still. That guy, no dice until we have either grenades. We could just get grenades to just lob a bunch of grenades on it, that's true. But other than that, some way to clear the poisonous fog or gas or whatever, potentially. And then of course we have the situation down here with a bunch of frogs. Yeah, if we're gonna go here, I am feeling like I might want grenades here too, because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 frogs. Yeah, seven frogs. 7 frogs. With a psyker. Bullfrogs, psykers, and spitters. It's like... yeah. Right now I'm not feeling that I can do this. But with grenades maybe I can. So all of that is going to be very intriguing indeed. Also, could I have... No, I can't get in there. And also we didn't go... right, that was the thing to get into there. Yeah, I am gonna want some grenades if we're gonna do that. And I do not have grenades right now, so there you go. Alright then. Oh, didn't mean to go out. That's fine, you can go back in. We shall leave off here and continue in the next episode. For now though, this has been ghostmutgaming with me, Christopher. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.